Yes, just reading the title like makes me feel like there's gonna be some dilemma that makes no sense to have. Am I the asshole for refusing to be a godfather / legal guardian for my friend's baby without a DNA test? Quick answer: yes. Okay, like, I'll explain. Even in the worst case scenario, your mate got cheated on, okay? If that is what makes you stop, the kids will still be born, and your mate will actually be probably his father, the one that will share its value and that will make that person become a full-grown adult, you know? So taking that into consideration, let's take the whole thing, but like, the real father is not the one that provide the DNA. The real father is the one that is like making that person reach the grown adult stages. Weird title, weirder situation. So my 26 male best friend is Derek. 26 male. Okay. We've been best friends since we've been 8 years old. So like, he's been best friend with Derek for longer than Derek knows its significant other. Due to some family issue, he lived with my family during high school and college, so they are basically brother. My parents call him their bonus kid, and we are basically brother at this point. Exactly. So I really don't trust his girlfriend for 3 years, Nicole, 25F. She has always just given me bad vibes. She lies about little things for no reason. Unfortunately, her and Derek have a lot of similar experience and hobbies, and he's head over heel for her. Cool. I've always been respectful to her, but I'm always looking out for Derek. My girlfriend thinks he's blind with love. Okay. There are two to be agreeing together with that. So Nicole is 8 months pregnant. Derek comes to me asking to be the godfather / legal guardian. Derek works a dangerous job, so it wouldn't be crazy for something to happen to him. Nicole was on board with that too. I told him I would do that as long as he gets a DNA test done first. He was shocked and asked why. About 7 months ago, Derek and Nicole broke up for a couple days. She claimed nothing happened with anyone else, that she just sat home and cried. But why not make sure? Why would it be an issue if she had nothing to hide? But my biggest reason was that Nicole did what Nicole did with her sister. Nicole's sisters had a kid, claimed her boyfriend was the dad. He wasn't, and she knew he wasn't. Nicole lied straight to her sister's boyfriend for years. Nicole knew the whole time that her niece wasn't his kid. Everything came out eventually. Dude left, and Nicole blamed the ex-boyfriend for not loving his kid regardless. Okay. Like, that's my point of view to say that if it's the child of cheating, it's not the same as adopting, you know? I guess that for some people that could be like very much more emotional, even though I'm not agreeing with the emotional part of that. To some point, if you love the person, I don't know, like the kid, try to figure that out. I'm spending a butt ton of time taking care and raising my baby. I love her to death. I would not be able to go away from her, even though I would learn that like she's not mine. Like, the baby is still yours if you've been its father for a long time. It's my POV. Like, you don't have to decide to stay with the mother that cheated on you, but the baby, to some point, like, that's not acceptable. When I called Nicole out, she said it wasn't her place to tell him. Cool. Which ever since I've kept her at arm's length and would rather Derek break up with her. Me and Derek have a deep talk about that, but he just defends Nicole's action. I asked him straight up if the kids wasn't his, would he stick around? He said no. So like, at that point, if he knows he wouldn't stick, let him run. Ends my pushing for a DNA test. Derek blew up at me, saying I was forcing him into something he doesn't want. He doesn't want to confront his significant other. Like, that's what we get from that. He said I'm not helping raise some other dude's kid, and that's, if the DNA test is such an issue, then pick someone else to be the godfather. And he can just tell Nicole I'm the one pushing for this, and blame can be on me. Like, hates Nicole so much that he's just like, if she hates me a little more, who cares? My parents are calling me an asshole. My girlfriend agrees that every kid should be given DNA tests at the hospital at birth to avoid issues. I don't believe this is true. I believe that most relationships are more stable than what what's her name, Nicole, is offering. But yeah, we don't understand why this isn't a law. Like, that would be pushing for something most of the time useless. She is on my side with everything. Am I the asshole? After showing Derek this post and the responses, he is going to get a blood test done right now. Nicole isn't fighting him that hard, it sounds like. So Derek just called me. Once they got to the hospital for the blood test, Nicole flies into a panic claiming she hates needle and won't do it. Nurse calms her down. Derek takes them home, and I am coming over to take some of his stuff to my house until everything is settled. He's fully on board with the DNA test and won't come home until it happens. Like, I mean, yeah, like, I love the fact that he came back to give us the answer of what happened. Clearly, there's a snake under a rock here. It's clearly a snake under the rock. Not the asshole. You stated your requirement to be the Godfather, and they don't want to do that. No asshole there. Like, it's just, I would be happy to be the Godfather, but like, I have that request, and if it's not good for you, fudge this. There's two possible reasons why. He's not the father, and Nicole knows it. Two, he is the father, but based on her previous lies, she's been called out and is really defensive. Like, no matter which one it is, Nicole's might not be sure if he's the father. There might be like one little small weeny chance that he is not the father, and she knows it. Three, he doesn't want to blow up his relationship by accusing her of lying to him, which is what a DNA test would mean. Four, maybe OP's friend does not even care if the kid is in. Sadly, like, OP addressed this one. So yeah, at this point, I love this story. Super simple. Not that convoluted, even though, like, the simple fact that she's running away from the needle is a good way to show that there's snake under the rock. Best case scenario, it's still their ex-kids, but something happened 9 months ago while they were having a breakup, and Nichols don't want to say it. Worst case scenario, something happened 7 months ago. Like, both case scenarios, something happened 7 months ago. And best case scenario, it's their ex-kids, and he's going to be able to be with Nicole still, because it might have happened while they were on break, and to some point, like, depending on how Derek live with that, that could go. And